are. Hello, can you hear me? I think I might have to reload the chat thing. It's doing weird stuff. Okay, what? Oh, what did that do? You go there. Hopefully that works. Okay. This up. Test. Short. And I didn't. Damn it. Okay. That's fun. Okay. That's good. Let's just shrink that. Can't make it any bigger. Okay. Let's get this started. Hello. This is Capstone. I have prepared a few things. Also, I don't have any in particular prepared talking points outside the obvious ones, so please ask me as many questions as possible. Okay. So, while I talk, I'll be building over here. What's behind this? Yeah, I put a lot of physical prep into this. I did not have to. Okay. This. I'm going to be replacing all this dirt with stone. All this different stone. While I answer questions and whatnot. Okay. Okay. Let's start then. So, Tom, what is it you want to know first? Because again, most of this is me answering questions. Should have heard some stairs. Yeah, I can do that later. I don't know what. Oh. If you can hear that, that's my alarm for the stream. Yep. Okay, ignore that. This stream. Do you hope to make this a career? Like it legitimately. That's not the exact plan, though it would be really cool for that to happen. But I try not to make that my main goal, because the last time I tried to make something like that my goal, it ended very quickly. Because I was like paranoid. Also, Tom, can you clarify what vis means? I don't know what broad strokes. Plans vis streaming. I don't know what vis means. Okay. Thanks for clarifying. That sounds like and it just means in regards to. Okay. Thanks for that. Okay. Next question, I guess. Do you stream often for your friends? No, I don't really have viewers at home. The only person who technically watches is my brother. Luckily, he's not here. I think he's in the living room, which is good because he's the so far only person who watches, and the only person that I think I probably should ban at some point. So, yeah, the only other people who have showed up are people trying to sell me stuff. But like, the people who I personally consider friends don't actually know this exists. Mainly because I don't talk to them much. So, yeah. But I do, well, up until now, because this is my first stream in like weeks technically. Because after Descendants, my whole schedule kind of got thrown off. But normally I stream on the weekends because I'm too much of a coward to try and do it during a school night. Initially, this schedule was streaming in between school days, like during the night. So like the night between Monday and Tuesday. No, not that. The night between like Sunday and Monday, and the night between Friday and Saturday, and then like make a what I call update videos on Wednesday. That got very claustrophobic of a schedule very quickly, and I ended up stopping that and doing the current schedule, which has been a lot better. So, nice. Can you get into the specifics of your content? For example, what's an update video about? Well, an update video is basically where I make a copy of this world, and then I go in creative and I like place signs down, and I basically just go through all the new updates to the world. So like, my next update video will basically have this as the main focal point because it's the newest feature to the world. It's basically just a very quick, couple minutes long guide for any new viewers to like kind of get up to speed onto what's new and stuff. Because personally, what I hate is when like you're trying to get into a series and like it's episodic, so like there's episodes and whatnot, so you can't just jump in and have full context. Personally, I just think jumping in and having no context to certain things is kind of annoying anyways. But it's mainly just so when people can get a very quick update on what is presently happening and what's new in the world. So that's what an update video is. Just a quick guide. Damn it. Okay, next question. Your proposal, you talk about content creation. Do you see yourself doing some form of gaming content outside of Twitch? Yeah. Not a lot though. Because again, Twitch is my main focus, especially since my first ever time trying to do YouTube failed very quickly, and that was in 2020. So, yeah. But like, I do want to do other things. Like, I have tons of different plans for various series and whatnot. But like, doing video content or like trends or whatever isn't currently what I'm focusing on. If anything, I want to try and avoid trends because I see them as kind of annoying. Like, I know they're essential, but like they're kind of weird and oversaturated. But currently, I'm just focusing on Twitch. It's like a non-saturated little bubble. But eventually, I will try to do some YouTube. I did try to do a bit of. No, that was a stream. But I will try some eventually. Probably during the like spring or summer breaks when I have more time. Because actually recording something is very different to just doing a stream every once in a while on the weekends. So, yeah. If you were, if, if money wasn't an ins, in, ins, is issue, like imagine you were like making all the money you needed with a huge audience, what would your dream setup be for your streaming content career? Well, if money wasn't a problem, it probably wouldn't be anything too crazy. Like, I know for a fact I would improve it a little. Like, I would get a better microphone. Because currently the microphone I'm using is whatever microphone model is built into my laptop. Because my headset microphone doesn't really work that well, and yeah. I definitely get a Stream Deck for better switching between slides and whatnot to like make it a little smoother. And maybe change the quality of the actual screen that I like view the game on. Um, and possibly change from being on a laptop to being a proper stationary PC. Because then I can have like higher graphics or like just play different games other than Minecraft on an Xbox. But outside of that, not much. Just simple upgrades to make it a little better quality, just more pleasant quality experience for myself. Because I don't really care about the super high stuff. Because currently I think it's just fine as long as the viewer is like not like struggling to hear me or see what's going on. Like as long as you can see and hear what's going on, then yeah. Oh, you're playing on an Xbox now? I assumed laptop slash PC. Interesting, that's a good answer. Yeah, I've been playing on my Xbox. There was actually a period where I literally couldn't do any content creation because I planned to do it on Xbox and I needed a capture card for that, so I had to wait to get a capture card for like, my birthday or Christmas or whatever. And then there was another period where I had to wait for the cords I needed in order to connect it and stuff. So there was a lot of waiting and stuff. So yeah, I wish I could do it on my laptop. I did have Minecraft on my old laptop before my brother threw it down the stairs and broke it. Then we weren't able to get back into my Minecraft account. So yeah, the stream qualities and voice quality are good. Yeah, I'm glad that it's good. Um, well, I'd hope it's good because I literally do the like sound stuff at our church on like every fourth Sunday or whatever. So like I would hope it's good because otherwise I'm not very good at my job. So yeah, that's good to hear. That makes sense. I've been definitely seeing other students' streams that are much more basic, low sound quality. In particular, if budget was not an issue, what are some newer slash other games you would play you would buy to stream? Um, well, I definitely would play Hytale, which is a newer game. I forget how long it's been out for. It's been in development for multiple years, since before COVID. But then money became an issue on their end, and they had to sell the company, and then they bought it back, and it got released in like a beta version. I've yet to buy it, but it's one game I want to definitely play. It's very similar to Minecraft, but a little more fantasy and with a lot more customability for creators. And since it's made by Minecraft fans who are passionate, I can only assume the game's really good. I've heard nothing but good things about it so far, and I've seen nothing but good things so far. Another one is also very similar to Minecraft, and I think I heard a rumor that the game started as a Minecraft mod and then moved to being its own thing. And that one is I think it's called Vintage Story, which again is very Minecraft-like, but it's like a darker version of Minecraft, kind of like a hyper-realistic, dark story-like version of Minecraft. So yeah, most of the games I like playing are very creative-based games where I have free roam kind of capability. I don't really play violent shooter games or anything because those just aren't very fun to me. They're kind of annoying and loud. So yeah, I think I'd also play Human Fall Flat and um, what was it? Um, Celeste, which is like a platformer game. So there are a few games. None of them are super extreme or anything, but none of them are well, at least most of them are unknown and super new. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. This is so crude. Human Fall Flat is a ton of fun. Yeah, I played Human Fall Flat with one of my friends back in elementary school when I went to their house. And it was quite fun. We did the I don't know if it has a name, but the map where you move coal up a conveyor belt and into a furnace and whatnot. It was fun. I haven't played it since elementary school though, and I would like to play it again. And Celeste, I just heard it from just interacting with a lot of trans content. That's a very stereotypical trans game. So, yeah. Dirt around here. I got all of them. Oh, no, there's still one. I'm very keyed in on the trans game devs community. Do you seek out games for that particular reason? There is some very cool stuff being developed these days. Uh, Not particularly. Well, I don't exclusively play those games. I just play very creative type games most of the time. But like, um, well, like, um, honestly, I don't really know precisely how to reply to that. To be honest, Celeste is really the only game itself that I know was developed by a trans person. I know that the person who did the music for Celeste did a music disc for Minecraft named Pigstep, and I think a few others that I can't name right now. Um, so, yeah. That's fair. Yeah. Any other questions? Because I think I'm starting to remember what I was originally going to talk about. So, any other questions before I get into whatever I remembered? Um, a friend of mine made this list for for Checkpoint Gaming last year. Trans visibility. It's worth checking out. Okay, I'll look at that after the stream. That does it for my questions. Go for what you planned. Okay. Um, from what I've remembered so far, I don't know if this is all of what I was going to say, but what I have remembered is I was going to talk about that kind of what initially inspired me and like how I got started. Um, so like let's let's go back to the very beginning, back in I think it's February something of 2020. When I started initially doing uh, like gaming content. It basically started out on our family computer, a computer that ended up getting smashed by my brother with a rock because he got angry at a game. Um, so have fun with him when he's in your class next year. He's a bit of a rage gamer. Um, but basically, I got started on that, and I made like a little survival series. Is that how I built it? Yeah. Um, and then after like 2 episodes, because that was back when I actually edited stuff and like did a lot of editing, and got my dad to like help me with the spelling, because that was back before I even had access to a microphone that actually worked. So I was just like basically filming it and then like putting text, like basically doing subtitles and stuff to kind of convey what I kind of was doing instead of like non-verbal commentary, I guess. Um, and then after like 2 episodes, my brother decided to go into the world, and this was back when I was like very paranoid of people like calling me out for like cheating in the game or something, which I don't know why exactly I felt that way, because I had no reason to feel that way. Because the only people who knew about it were my family and, like, Layla. So no one would have actually cared if that did happen. But because I was paranoid, I basically freaked out and ended up deleting the world in the end. Which eventually that didn't really matter because my brother ended up getting pissed at a game and smashing the computer screen with a rock. So we had to get rid of that computer. And then, like, 5 or 6 years passed, and now we're to this year, and after so many, like, moments of wanting to do content creation throughout the years, I finally managed to actually start doing streams on New Year's and stuff. Like, around 1 in the morning on New Year's, I did my first stream, and then I tested out that schedule for a bit, which was the in-between days schedule. That didn't last for any longer than a week, which is good because otherwise I would be so tired and so burnt out so quickly. And then I changed it to what it was for a while recently. And then Descendants came around and got thrown off, and now we're here. And like my inspiration for doing videos, I think it was a mix of like Unspeakable Gaming and Stampy Cat. Because they just made it look really fun and whatnot. And then my inspiration for streaming was Phil's Minecraft, who's famous for dying in his 5-year hardcore world. And ever since then, I've just been doing streaming because it's fun and I have a pretty good chance at either making friends or gaining better social skills. So, yeah. But overall, it's just general fun, and if anyone pops into the chat, I can just talk to them and whatnot. And my initial hope for streaming, though, was to possibly gain social skills and maybe even make friends. So, yeah. Oh, it's quite a story. Yeah, it is quite a story. It's a whole roller coaster of a story, yeah. Nope, I'm out of dirt. Not dirt, stone. I need 8 more. Sleep first. Ooh, that was a good one. Ugh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to smelt some more stone. I do actually have some images prepared. That's another thing I was gonna show you. So I'm just gonna collect this dirt and put some stone to smelt, and then I'm gonna show you those. Yeah. I can get that dirt later. Okay. Stone. Okay, well that smelts. Oh, my stream thing froze. On my end, the stream froze. Did it freeze on your end? No, it didn't seem to. No, it did freeze. Huh. Okay. Oh, it's working again. Okay. I'm just gonna show you the images while I let me just desmooth the windows. This goes here. Nope, that's wrong. Wrong again. This goes here, and this goes here. Okay. That's position weird. Okay. Does that work? No, it's not working. Okay. How does it work? Okay. So this is just an image of the full setup that I took. Wrong direction. So you got the screen. If I can point at it with the cursor. Yeah, so this is basically my screen. This is what I'm playing on. And then there's my Xbox right there. This is the capture card that I mentioned that I had to wait for. Because, like, I got the capture card, I think, for Christmas? Either Christmas or my birthday, one or the other, a while back. And then I had to wait for, I know this part, I had to wait for these two cords to come, because the one that came with the capture card was too short and I needed two of them. So I had to wait for those for Christmas. So yeah. And I have it just sitting on a cereal box because if it moves weird, it just disconnects and that shuts the whole thing down. It's very fragile. Wrong direction. Okay. This is the screen, so you got OBS, you got the thing. And like here's where the stream stuff is. The thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then you got some slides here. Most of these are just different starting soon screens for different occasions. I don't really use those because it makes it harder to tell the files apart when the thumbnail of the file is exactly the same as everything else. So I stopped using those. I might start using it again, possibly, but I'll have to find something else to identify them with to make it easier on myself. Yeah, and then like the excuse me. And then this cord is what kind of connects the capture card with my laptop. I think I can also connect to my phone because this little silver part here can like pop off. It's got a little like, I don't know if you can see that against the black table, but like there's like this little black loop which kind of connects the top part to the rest of the cord. Kind of allows for it to function like a multi thing. It's got like an adapter for your phone, so technically I could attach it to my phone. I don't know why I would do that because I use it for OBS and I don't think OBS is phone accessible. So yeah. And then this is just kind of a overview of kind of where the cords plug into. So the input thing, like the input cord plugs into here. So that connects the Xbox, like what the Xbox is showing, to the capture card. Oh, you can't see it there. Okay. So this connects it to the capture card and shows the actual game. No, I think that does the audio, I think. And then the other one, this one, connects to the output and does like images. So like what you're seeing is this cord's doing. And yeah, you can see the can't really read that very well, can you? Can I zoom in? Oh yeah, I can zoom in. Yeah, so you got the input and you got the output. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. Yeah, I think the capture card's just not picking up, which is weird. I might have to restart for that to fix itself. Yeah. Look into the setup. What would be your big wish list purchase in terms of hardware for your setup? There isn't really a wish list software thing exactly. Because again, I don't really care about super high tech stuff. I just care about the quality of life sort of stuff for the stream. So as long as it's functioning good, everything sounds and looks good, and honestly, I'm happy with that. But like in terms of software, I might change like the editing software to like a higher end one. I don't know. Because like I do have an editing software. I have Filmora, which is like a very simple one, but I don't do much editing to begin with, so yeah. Yeah, there isn't really much software stuff I would want. Because as long as it's functioning and whatnot, then there's no reason to change anything too drastically. It's like the old saying goes, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So, yeah, basically the only reason I would actually replace anything is if something's not working right, or if I just want to up the quality to make the viewers happier. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Alright, well that's enough for me. I'll have to step away now. Thanks for doing this. You are welcome. So, yeah. See you tomorrow then. Have a nice day. Okay, I'm gonna try and restart this because it is bugged something. I might do it as a 2-part. Okay, how long has this been? Yeah, 44 minutes. I ain't got much more to an hour. Um, like, screw it. Okay, well I can actually delete this one. I don't need this one anymore. That, this. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna end this half and then restart because it's bugged. Okay.